I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Heroes Wanted. Today, we rejoin the party along with a new player, playing Craven, the Hill Dwarf Druid. The Hill Dwarf lives in the mountains of Carpathia. You guys already know where you're at, but the new player here uh, probably is unfamiliar with the world. So we're gonna quick pull up the Tenkenurth map and
Wait, is that how it's pronounced? Tankenurth?
yeah,
Oh, really?
you didn't know
Okay.
that?
I'll be honest. I always pronounced it as if the K was silent.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah, in my head, I always read it as Tannereth.
Huh. I kind of like that, but no, that's not it. All right. So if you like that sounds better, but well, all right. So anyway, if you go on the map, Craven, to Kisden and Kastra by Carpathia and the border kingdoms there, that set of mountains is where where you guys are. And in fact,
Hold on 1 second. I don't see anything. I feel like you're describing me something, and I don't see anything. Just gray.
it's just gray. Oh, it should load in a second.
I'm gonna keep it as my personal headcanon that my pronunciation is a really pedantic pronunciation.
Actually, I think I'm nowhere near the linguistics guy, nor would I ever pretend to be that somebody like J.R.R. Tolkien is. But I do appreciate some realism, as you're well aware of, and language changes over time. You can only go back so many hundreds of years before even quote unquote English speakers would no longer understand you. And so I think Tenereth is probably the old Caledonian way of pronouncing it.
Okay.
Okay, there it is. It's loading in. It's real tiny though.
All right. So once you guys can see, you know, everything.
Okay, yeah, I see part of it. The top of the screen looks like an ice cap and
Yep.
broken glaciers. And
Yep. So if
Okay.
you scroll out,
Oh yeah. Okay, look at that.
yeah, and then you'll see a big "You are here" marker to help you to see that you are at the foothills, the rolling hills, at the base of the Kisden Mountains. Uh, this is the ancestral home of the mountain dwarves who forged alliances with the old Caledonian Empire and conquered most of the world after the elves were driven off. However, you are a hill dwarf. The hill dwarves live all in the foothills, all over surrounding the Kisden Mountains. They are the descendants of the mountain dwarves who, would go out and trade with the humans, and eventually, instead of going all the way deep into the mountains and into the mountain fortresses of the mountain dwarves, they just set up little encampments and villages all in the hills and just kind of settled there. And so you're the descendants of mountain dwarves who were a lot friendlier and less xenophobic with the humans and other races. So, unlike uh, a mountain dwarf, you are a lot more tolerant of other races and all of that, which is good because this party that you happen to see before you as you are descending your regular haunt of these hills and low mountains, as you're descending down nearer to the village in order to um, gather more supplies for your little druidic hideaway, somewhere where the mushrooms grow and the sun doesn't harsh your mellow all the time. Uh, you have come out of that little grove in order to resupply at the town because you might be a druid and you might be a dwarf, but living without mustard on your mushrooms is just uncivilized, or wine or something. Uh, there's some supply, and you can decide what it is exactly, but you needed to go to town to get that. And as you're coming up to the main road, you see an odd sight. With your dark vision, because it's nighttime, you see ahead of you a woman, a machine man known as a Warforged that was built hundreds of years ago, though as a dwarf, you know, time doesn't mean as much, to you as it would to a human. Even 100 years ago, things were so different, that it was radically different from life today. So these machines that are like 500 years old would seem almost alien and foreign to humans, but to dwarves, you guys have long memories and are used to that kind of technology as well. So it doesn't freak you out as much as some other people to see this Warforged. But the third member of the party, a diminutive dragon man called a kobold, is with them. Now, these feisty creatures are typically more nuisance than ally, and dwarves especially have a mistrust for them, as many a dwarf has been maimed, injured, or even killed in the tunnels beneath the mountains thanks to kobold traps and ambushes. And so seeing this kobold is quite a shock to see it with humans, because that's not typically what a kobold would do. They would be with other kobolds and don't like to be out and about above the surface because the sunlight hurts them. Luckily, it is nighttime, so the kobold is not hampered by the sunlight sensitivity, but still. And so you see all of that, but then you also see a second woman. This dark haired, haughty looking woman seems to be arguing with the other members of the party, and suddenly rips her upper torso out of her legs, sprouts wings, and flies around screeching about revenge. She is a Mananagal and is a vampire creature that can fly and vampires around.
And you can see sort of like the kobold just sort of trying to talk reason into this sort of flying creature and just sort of just try and calm her down with
Calm
futility.
down! You burned my eyes out! How can I calm down?
Well, we did fix them, and honestly, the reason why you are like this, sort of like he sort of gestures to the fact that she's like undead creature is because of the Baron's fault.
I think you should just roll for initiative and take this whooping.
Honestly, I prefer if you didn't go too meta.
Wow.
Go ahead
Sorry.
and roll for initiative.
1 second, I can't move my token to the screen.
Oh, yeah, so, if you're trying to move, then it'll pop up a thing for me to accept your movement.
Okay, I don't see me on the screen though.
Oh, you're at the bottom left.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, and up in the... Oh, I see you've already found it. You're good. All right. Oh, no, you gotta roll initiative by opening your character sheet. You can double click on your token, and that'll open your character sheet, and then on the main page, you'll see initiative.
All right, I see where it's at, but I want to click on it, nothing happens.
You have to double click on it, or you can drag it over into
There
the
we go.
chat. I like that raspberry color. All right, so now, Soggy, you see Karen fly up into the air. What do you do?
Augie is going to try and reason with her, as stated before, and it's just going to try and make her see reason. So persuasion.
Yes, go right ahead. Oh, with disadvantage. Because she's an undead monster who craves your blood and revenge. Alright, so she says that you burned her eyes out and she's gonna rip yours out.
He sort of grimaces at the fact and says, "All right, you'll need to calm down then."
I'll be honest, I'm kind of happy about this. Atarax, I'd like to confirm one thing.
Yes?
Are my eyes still in her sockets?
Yes.
Good, I can take them back.
Do I know what a mananicle is?
You can roll religion when it's your turn to see. Your first Eldritch Blast flies up towards the Mananigal, looking like a swordfish flying out of the water, but flies right past her. The second one spears her in the wing, dealing like just a real little bit of damage.
Soggy is trying to be non-lethal with the damage.
And then is that your turn, or do you want to move?
That will be my turn because she's up in the air, and like if I move, that will be like it would cause a sort of action.
Nope, she would not get an attack of opportunity because she's more than 5 feet in the air.
Alrighty. Soggy's going to hide behind Nova.
Okay. Soggy runs around behind Nova and kind of pulls her tabard over to the side so that it covers him a little.
God. It sucks that she's going before me.
I kind of want to attack you because like I know you're like real tanky, you know, so as like a DM I want to attack you. And also, like, I don't really want to attack Nova because she puts off that holy radiance. But I think I'm going to just attack Nova. The Mananigal flies down towards Nova and tries to bite her a bunch. Okay, so I can do my unarmed strike. And then I forgo doing any damage to instead grapple you. And then I try to bite you.
Well then.
And then for this one, hold on. All right. I think that's the right way.
Damn, that sucked. Again, the world has stolen from me my chance to do what I want.
I don't think that applied correctly to your maximum. Let me double check. No, it did not. Okay, so that would be 3d6. So 13 damage to your maximum. All right. So now the Mananigal clamps onto you, and you can feel sickly necrotic energy seeping into your neck as the fangs draw out your life blood. You feel almost woozy, as if you have been poisoned, and you know that you don't want to take another one of those.
Hmm.
I'm gonna step forward. Then I'm gonna try and donkey punch this thing. Gonna try.
All the way up into the air?
No, it
She's down on the ground now.
yeah, it flew down to grab Nova and drain her blood.
Come on, roll good. What? Wait, what? Why did I roll twice?
I don't know why it rolled twice, but the first one was a hit.
Okay. I'm gonna try and open a
The
grapple.
second one was against yourself.
Oh. Oh, okay. That's weird. Duh. Whatever. I'm gonna attempt to open a grapple. Is that that's an opposed athletics, right?
Yes.
Okay. Come on, good rolls. 12. I mean 18.
Hey, you said 12.
It's an 18.
All right, 1 second. Oh wait.
Am I able to have my life the maximum decrease since I'm resistant to necrotic?
You're resistant to necrotic?
Yeah, I'm an Asimar.
Oh.
I'm a resistant to necrotic and radiance.
Oh, look at that. It did resist it. Oh, so yeah, actually I have to reduce the amount that your life was reduced by. And yeah, you are still able, you just resist it. You're not immune to it. Sorry. Alright, skills. No, I don't have athletics, so I just roll my regular straight up strength.
Come on, roll shit. Yes!
Hey.
Woo! So I got her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you hold on. I have to put the effect in. You grapple her. Okay. It's like a grapple chain.
Yeah. Let's see. God. What type of if I wanted to manipulate my grapple, could I do that as an attack or it would require an entire action?
What do you mean?
Well, I'd kind of like to jump into the air and slam her face first into the ground.
Well, yeah, so any further grapple requires another grapple check, and that's another standard action.
Okay, then I'll just spear her through with my sword. Actually, can I have
Well,
the
you used your standard action to grapple her.
No, I didn't. I remember I have the attaching quality on my integrated strike for my slams, so I did it as an attack.
Oh, well then you used your standard action to attack.
Yes, which means I'm going to use my other attack. Remember?
Okay. Oh, yes. So you're going to I got you. You're going to use your secondary attack. Got it.
But
yes.
Can you add the whip, the holy whip that does the resplendent damage or whatever? I'm still missing that from my character sheet.
I can.
Thank you.
Whip off light.
Yes, the whip off light. Do. Sorry about this. Just need to quickly set him up with a item.
Yep. Don't forget to please repair my HP.
Yes.
Little.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Yes. I can't believe I forgot to give you the whip. That's not very like me. For as little as I give out magic items, I really like to make sure that you have them for use.
Indeed.
Okay, cool. All right. Let's smack him up.
Oh, hold on a second though.
Hey!
If you're using the whip, I gotta change the damage because it doesn't say radiant,
Oh, okay.
which is like ridiculous.
Also, fun fact: the Mangal is actually can be heard from away. Like when it's closer, it's heard like it's in the distance.
Weird. Anyway, lucky critical hit that one.
Yes, you may now do your damage.
Very good damage.
And then you see how now the regen is disabled on it because it did radiant damage.
Yeah. Noman steps in, grabs the Menagle by the back of the head, and like punches it in the spine with the whip coiled around his fist.
Like Wonder Woman.
Alright, that'll cover my turn. Oh, wait, actually, I forgot. I was also going to spend a charge to ward myself.
Okay.
Spend a bonus action to ward myself.
Yeah. And then, oh yeah, I gotta fix the hit points.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How much health do I have? I went from like 59 to like negative 1,300 something.
Yeah. You were really getting tossed around. Put through the ringer there. All right, Craven. So you have now seen all of this as you're coming down through the foothills. You're watching them be attacked by this monstrous creature.
All right, so I just move the token.
Yes. Yes, you can move, and anywhere where you see that extra dark green, that of course would be rough terrain, and the rocks, obviously you have to move around them. But so you cut through over there, and now you can clearly see everybody. She's well within range of your thorn whip.
All right, when I see Nova, do I see that she's poisoned?
Well, no, I was describing the feeling of having the vampire's necrotic fangs sink into her, and even though she's resistant to it, it still feels like being poisoned with the necrotic damage. It's not actually poison.
Okay. In this spell list, the ones that are highlighted in red I can use.
Okay, so for your spell list here, uh, yeah, so you haven't chosen the ones that you have prepared or whatever. So right now, because you're just getting used to your character and everything, just choose, whichever ones you feel are best. And for right now, you don't even have to use a spell slot at all. You can just use your cantrip of Thorn Whip, which has a 30-foot range, and because you are 8th level, it does 2d6 damage. So, um, you know, that's it's not the most powerful spell, but it keeps you at range and allows you to do that. However, in fairness, if you wanted to do something a little more boomy, you could do something like Call Lightning, which you have as a 3rd level spell, but you can use a 4th level slot to cast it, which would deal 4d10 lightning damage to the Mananagal. But she is grappling Nova and being grappled by Noman, so even though the spell doesn't specify that it does damage to anybody else, I tend to run a simulationist kind of game to where if you lightning somebody that somebody else is holding on to, especially if they're made out of metal or wearing metal, there's a good chance that they're going to get lightning too. So, just something to keep in mind there.
Okay. Can I see that the Mananagal is grappled?
Yeah, absolutely. You can see that she not only has a hold of the lady in white, but then the machine man has her grabbed by the back of the hair and is like trying to elbow smash her on top of the head. And so you could also attempt to charm monster and just put her under your spell and just see if that works. It lasts for like up to an hour if it works. So I mean, you know.
Okay. How does Nova look? Pretty beat up or no?
Oh no. She looks like she's okay, but what I was describing for Nova was the uh, feeling of having your maximum hit points drained like that. You know, this is death, like dark force sucking the life out of you, you know, Palpatine style.
At worst, you would see some like black lines going down my neck, not my face. But it's
Yeah.
it's not like I'm like dying. Like I'm okay.
Right.
All right. Do I know its resistances?
You can roll a knowledge religion check to see if you would know anything about it.
All right. That's intelligence, right? Or wisdom?
Wisdom.
All right. How do I roll that? Just tell me.
Knowledge religion is intelligence.
It's intelligence? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
All
So
knowledge skills are.
if you go to skills, well, you know, that's what I thought, but then oh yeah, look at that. Intelligence. But you are
Yeah,
proficient.
I don't know why they did that.
You are proficient in it. So go ahead and just go to your skills tab on your character sheet, and you can either double click the +4 or you can grab it and drag it over into the chat. And then that feels like you're rolling a dice, I think is what they were going for there.
So 13 plus 4, 17.
Nope, it didn't roll. Try again.
Like that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think I threw it too hard the first time.
Yeah. What I call that is like you rolled it off the table.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, you're a DM, so you've seen that happen a bunch of times. You know,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes the dice drops off the table, doesn't count. Pick it up, roll it again.
Okay, so with a 9, do I know its resistances?
With a 9, you know that this is some kind of undead vampire-like creature and may or may not share some of the resistances and all of that vampires share, which would basically be like non-magical items are pillows.
Unless that pillow has been imbued by crystalistic energy.
Oh, but Craven, you also know that you've got a +2 stick of beaten ass.
All right, I'm going to attempt to charm monster. So how do I cast this?
So the first thing you're going to want to do is control left click on the Mananigal. Now, under your actions tab where your spell charm monster is, way down there, you click on the magnifying glass to open up where it says save, wisdom save 15 or whatever.
I'm looking at the spell right now and I see a red, looks like blood drop.
The dragon head on the right, and then there's a magnifying glass, like a blue circle.
Yeah, okay, I see it.
And
Click on
then if you click on that, it opens up where it says wisdom save and like 15 or something like that. Oh, the Mananigal just barely succeeds and shakes off after a moment as you cast. If you don't mind, I'll describe this. If you don't like it, we can change it. But your staff, your club, has a little mushroom growing off the side of it, and a cloud of spores opens up and flies towards the Mananigal, and for a moment it seems as though she's in a daze and a fog and it's going to work, but then she shakes it off and turns and hisses at you.
Okay.
And then if you want to end your turn, the crossed swords on the upper right of the screen is the combat tracker. You open that up, and then there's a dragon head with a down arrow on the combat tracker panel that opens up, and you can click on that. But also, the numbered squares at the bottom of the screen, 1 through 12, coincide with the F keys on your keyboard. And so if you drag anything into any of those squares, you can push the F key associated with that in order to just have that action be done. So for instance, if you drag the next turn action down to the 1 box, then you can just push F1 every time you want to end your turn.
Okay. Can I move after this or no?
Yeah, you can move. Or well, no, wait, you moved 30 feet. So Lady of Light. All right. So again, you basically know exactly what I just described to Craven. This is an undead creature, much like a vampire, and probably shares a lot of the same resistances and uh, strengths and all of that. So, don't try to hit it with non-magical weapons, and yeah, you'll be fine. That, however, is not going to do it when it comes to. Well, I mean, we're going to find out, but I mean, let's be real. She's got almost as much of a bonus to it as that. So. See, now I talked all this shit. Now she better not roll a 1.
You jinxed yourself.
That's hubris for you. There was only one way I could fail, so there it is. You are indeed free. I have no choice but to delete the grabbled effect from you.
That makes this easier. Now I can give this Managle a bulldog from hell.
So Nova manages to grab the Managle's arm and yank it off, twisting free of its grasp. Radiant Soul. You got to do it under actions with the thing. Yeah, so you just, yep. Oh, no, you got to target the Mananagle. Mananal.
Banana.
Da 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 da.
Banana.
And then once you target the Mananagle,
No, okay, sorry. So radiant full soul is a form that I take. I grow wings and I glow and my eyes turn bright. It comes with the ability to do 8 damage addition of my cleric level in damage when I do radiant damage.
Oh, gotcha.
But right now I'm just changing forms.
Oh, okay. Then you're good.
I will fly up. I guess about 10 feet. And then
Well, if you fly up 10 feet, she's gonna attack you.
alright, I guess I'll just transform, staying within her range, but
Yeah.
do that.
So Nova sprouts giant, glowing, tendril-like wings.
And then I cast Word of Radiance.
Oh yeah.
And she failed.
That's not very nice of you. The Nova, as she transforms, speaks a word in the celestial tongue that bursts forth from her mouth with a brilliant light like a flash bulb, but like a million flash bulbs going off at once, blinding the Mananigal, who screams in pain from the radiant light burning it.
Starts speaking holy words from Paylor's book, and she just starts like
Yeah. It
speak the words of the
burns.
sun.
It burns.
Oh, I know what I say. Ah, the sun. It's as if an incandescent father who watches over us all.
Yeah, but you say it all in supernal, so nobody understands what you say.
Soggy Sir like looks up to her, sort of squinting very hard, and says, "What?"
And then is that your turn, oh Holy One? Round 2. And indeed, Soggy, you do have to look away when Nova flares up.
Soggy sort of turns his sight to where the Mongol sort of hissed and sort of says, "Who's there? Who is ever there? Could you please show yourself? Soggy does not see well in light." He's directing your. He's referring to the to the to the dwarf Craven.
I'm pretty visible, aren't I?
Yeah, but Soggy can't see well once Nova lights up.
Ah.
He has light sensitivity.
Well, I'm not like illuminating anything. I'm just sparkling.
It's a vampire, kill it! You move over there and then what, Soggy?
Is Craven going to speak up?
We're in battle. I didn't know we could.
Yeah, not until his turn.
Yes, okay. Just Soggy's going to like back up and sort of Eldritch Blast non-lethally again.
Yeah, and this time, both of your Eldritch Blasts hit as they splash against the Mananagal.
Who is known as Karen.
Who is known as Karen.
I'm gonna like just melt this thing. I don't know, like within the next couple of turns, if not the next one.
And then is that your turn?
Yep.
The Mananagal is grappled and therefore doesn't like that. So it is going to escape. Yeah, that's what's up.
So dice athletics.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh,
Okay.
halfway roll better.
That's 17. That's okay.
Nah, I didn't roll good enough.
Yeah. All right. So I escape as I break free of your metal grasp, and now I am going to I don't want to go after the glowing thing because I don't like radiant damage. But then you also were doing radiant glowy damage to me, which I did not like. So I'm going to stop targeting Nova and I'm going to start targeting Soggy, and I'm leaving both of your squares.
Is she disengaging?
No. What? Get out of here. You can't grapple me as it's so unfair. And you rolled really good. Haha. Deal your damage. Or wait, you do not get the damage if you choose to grapple? That's how it works for the Mananagal. She's got an attack, but she can forego the damage in order to grapple. But she just gets a free grapple then, so that's a little different.
Just a heads up that I intend on using my cleric ability, Divine Strike. I just don't see it as an ability in my class sheet.
Oh,
my character sheet.
okay. I'll take a look in just a moment. I'm almost done with the Mananagal's turn.
The way I originally wrote it, I wrote it the way it worked in Pathfinder, but I've noticed every monster that I've seen with grab sacrifices their damage to grab, so I'm thinking the attach quality should work the same way.
Okay.
Because, like, as written right now, it does do damage if you choose to grab.
Yeah, I was just, bringing that up that I have to forego the damage, but then it's just a free grapple. I don't have to make a check.
Wait, really? Huh.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's strange. You can't do damage in a grapple.
Some things can, but like for the Mananigal, they can hit with a claw attack, and if they hit, they can either deal damage or they can choose to forego the damage and just get a free grapple.
No, I gathered
Oh,
that, but
really?
what I
Is
mean
that
is
how it
like,
works?
I gathered that, but what I meant is like, let's say you got like this beef of a man with a +5 to strength, right? And he
Mhm.
runs up on any enemy. Okay, let's just say it's an old lady. Okay, like this feeble, old, emaciated, haven't eaten in 2 weeks, old lady. Right, and like for whatever the hell reason, beefcake douchebag runs up, excuse me, grabs her, and then decides to bear hug attack. You know, like just squeeze the ever living crap out of her. Isn't that not an attack and grapple?
So you can deal damage once you have a target grappled by making a further successful grapple attempt against them.
Okay.
I was gonna say the way the attach quality is supposed to work is that if you have a strike with an associated attach, you hit an enemy and do damage, and if they're your size or bigger, you can choose to attach to them. In which case, there's no check, but they don't become grappled, and if they move, you're pulled along with them. If they're your size or smaller, you can choose to grapple them, where you get a free grapple check, but it's not automatic. Is it fair for it to give you a check and still do damage?
I don't know. We'll have to talk about that after the session.
Well, for now, let's just nix damage.
Yeah, you make the call for now. So what do you
Well,
do?
since
It's
it's
your
now
turn.
my turn, I'm gonna walk over there and try again.
Acceptable.
Wow, that was a shitty strike. Wow, that was another shitty strike. Oh my fucking god! I should have literally walked one pace to the right and gotten flanking. Never mind.
Aren't you supposed to be a like machine of war?
Well, yeah, but I haven't played a rogue in a long time, and flanking in 5e is way better than it is in Pathfinder.
All right.
All
So, is that your turn?
right. No, let me think. 5 seconds here. I'm gonna continue my movement, and target her, target Sagi. I'm going to use my cover to give a bonus to Sagi's AC.
Cool.
So Noman, after failing their 2 swings, walk over and jet out an arm to cover Sagi.
And as 1 second, Craven. As you do that, the Mananigal uses a legendary action to attack Suggy.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm a jerk. So that's unarmed strike. What? That is unacceptable. I use my nothing ability to do anything about that. What the hell? All right, go ahead, Craven.
Soggy just dodges out of the way before she can grab her.
Yeah, you're short and you just duck right as she grabs at you.
He then sort of says, you really need to calm down and think about this.
So Craven, the kobold had asked you something, and then the Managle had swept up on it. So, do you have anything to say, or?
I seen you were in distress, so I figured I'd help out.
That is nice to hear. That is
No,
nice to
let's
hear.
kill this bitch.
Soggy sort of says, wait, no. Soggy rather not kill her. She is still, sort of like he's trying to trying to find a way to defend this, vampire spawn, but is sort of, hit the words, he loses any words to say.
All right.
And Soggy just says,
Hold on.
Soggy
You
did
got
help
you
this
got
rope
you,
to some.
you got to wait for your turn. Craven's got to take his turn.
Oh, right. So,
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to cast again.
Okay. What are you trying to cast?
Dominate beast.
That will not work against a undead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you would know that. So sometimes, if you wouldn't know if a spell would work or not, I'll let you cast it and find out. But in this case, you would just know.
All right. Well, I don't know its resistances, but I'm going for it. I didn't even roll a hit,
Oh,
did I?
yeah.
Oops.
I was gonna say you gotta roll first to see. So the first thing you have to do is okay, you got blight, where it says con DC 15, you drag that over or you just double click on it. And by drag over, I mean into the chat. Nope. Where it says save con DC 15.
Okay, mine says DC 8. Okay, so drag that over there.
Under blight.
Yeah, it says save con DC 8 on me.
I don't know how it could possibly say that. Click the magnifying glass and click it again. And just double click where it says save con DC. Why? Oh, because you don't have him targeted. You gotta
Oh,
target the
I was targeted.
Mananigal.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. So I've got to first take off the damage. And then now you are definitely going to know that blight dealing necrotic damage is not going to deal as much damage against an undead. You would know that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. That's why I was trying to find out what his resistances were.
Yeah, Yeah, no, you would definitely know that beforehand. Like you don't know for sure if it's resistant to fire or weak against cold or anything like that, but you do know for sure that most undead are resistant, if not outright immune to necrotic. Lightning, however, is almost universally something that you can use against everything, whether it's alive or dead or whatever. Lightning is gonna fry it, unless it's specifically resistant to lightning for some reason. So
Now, do
what
you remember how in 3.5, the undead were immune to electricity?
somewhere, yeah, or yeah, no, undead as a trait had what wait, it was immune to cold. Was it
It was
electricity too?
immune to both of them, cold and electricity. So that
Oh
would
man.
mean that if Thor showed up and he was like waving his hammer around like it's his junk, right? And then just like zaps like some low level CR like quarter zombie with like full blown screw you hella like thunder blast, like lightning strike, it would do nothing. It would scorch the ground around him, and there would be a crater, but the zombie would be utterly fine.
All right,
I think there's
so
a clear
Target thing
difference
again?
between
Hol-
magical lightning damage and a real thunderbolt.
all right, hold on, guys. Let's get his turn handled here. So,
How do you target again?
all right, so Craven, it's control left click. Uh, Craven, now you'll see I have created the level 4 version of Call Lightning. So that would be your most powerful attack spell right now is 4d10 lightning damage. And so what you're going to want to do, perfect, you have him targeted. And what you're going to want to do is go to your level 4 spells, click on the magnifying glass by Call Lightning under the level 4 spells, double click on the Dex DC. Oh, that's not great. And so now you double click on the lightning damage. $23 damage, and it doesn't resist any of it. You fry the Mananigal with a bolt of lightning from the sky that you call down by having one of the mushrooms on your staff club start to glow.
Ha ha!
Soggy sort of watches this and says, "Oh, you have Shocky Shock too, I see."
Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Each creature within 5 feet must make a dexterity throw.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
that's why I didn't want to cast that one.
Uh-oh. I didn't realize that. Okay, so yeah, we don't have to have you have done that, or you can. It's your call. It's
You
good
mean like,
damage. It's good
oh,
damage against the vampire, but I don't know if it's worth it to hit 2 of the, allies.
yeah, I think it's like a 10-foot radius. So that's why I didn't want to cast it in the beginning when you said it, but I wasn't sure. But then you kept saying to cast it, and I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and do that then. And
No,
so yeah, I'll go
I
back.
wanted to give you your strongest spell option.
Oh yeah, no, I got you.
But
No,
yeah,
if it's okay, I'll change it.
yeah. So what do you want to do?
Do you need to go back to my turn, or how does that work?
It is now your turn again.
All right. All right. I'm trying to Thorn Whip here and save. I can't do the thing.
Okay, yeah. So with the Thorn Whip, you click on the magnifying glass to have everything open, and then there's no save. You just double click on where it says melee +7. All right, your Thorn Whip misses as it kind of deflects off of her leathery wing. All right, Nova.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go over there, and I am going. Huh. It just seems to be giving me the distance instead of actually moving my token.
Oh yeah, here. There you go.
Thank you. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast 4th level.
Oh, what was that spell you said you wanted to cast, but it wasn't here?
It's there when I do when I do a weapon strike. It's
Oh,
divine strike, but I figured out how to put it in there, so I got it.
okay. Oh, thank God. Your spirit guardians, get out of here. Little angels of light descend upon the Mananigal and swing their swords. They're only like 3 feet tall each, but they attack with ferocity.
And then I am going to do this. And I'm gonna be like above her, I guess. Like I'm near her, but I'm like maybe 5 to maybe 10 feet in the air.
Well, if you leave my square, I get a free.
No, I've entered it. This is me coming in.
Right, but
I can fly.
right, but I'm saying that if you. Okay, so
Well, I had to travel to get here.
you flew up into the air and never were within her threatened square.
Yeah, I'm not moving away from her. I'm moving to this is I'm just describing like how I moved to her, like I flew to her.
Okay.
And yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Soggy.
Yep. Soggy is like, Karen, calm down. Let us not kill you. And he's going to do a thunder wave.
All right. The kobold brings his hands together, and a crack of thunder fills the sky, the air. It creates a gust of wind, but the manigle stands firm and is not knocked back. You do still get to do half damage though, so. The manigle attempts, well, now that it's oh no, I had to wait for my turn. Yeah, so now it resets. Alright, so now I'm gonna multi-attack Soggy. I'm going to try to unarmed strike him. And then I'm gonna try to unarmed strike him. And then I'm going to grapple him. And then I am going to end my turn.
Remember, you don't only get the. But when you grapple Soggy, you're going to get poked.
Oh, yep, you have to deal the damage though, so you target the Mananigal like you have, and then roll your damage. It should be on your sheet, right?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I resisted that. You poked me, but I was like, I don't care. I love it. All right, Noman, what do you do?
Soggy sort of feels like Karen.
Noman?
Oh, yeah. I was muted for a moment there. So Nova ended right in my spot. Let's see. How am I gonna do this? Nah, just hit her.
I'm in the air, so
Ow.
you could stand underneath me, and I wouldn't be touching you.
All
Unless
right,
you're like
no,
10 feet
just over
tall.
there.
Because she's a bird.
Yes. All right, now I'll take that at Abby.
No, 19.
All right, sacrificing damage to Snagger.
She is now grappled by the mighty machine man Noman.
All right. Then, because of the aforementioned discussion of economy, I will then just punch her with my whip again. Hey, that's pretty good.
Stop disabling my health regen.
No.
Alright. I'm gonna have to manually activate this. Is that your turn?
I'm just thinking, because I still have a bonus action, but I still haven't taken damage, have I? No, I guess that is just my turn.
Alright, as soon as your turn ends, I use my last 2 legendary action points to use my bite on Soggy.
Huh? But it's not her turn yet. Oh, wait. Yes, it is.
No,
Is it?
No, it's not her turn. She's using legendary actions. They happen at the end of other people's turns.
Because she is what a 5e would call a boss monster, I guess.
I mean, we are trying to leave the area, and she's sort of in the way, and she's sort of a notable character. That's
And she has my
appearing in.
valuable artifice rattling around in her useless skull. I think her head's probably empty, so I'm gonna try and crush it like an egg.
All right. So, Soggy, you take moderate damage as you feel the fang sink in to your scales. However, more distressing is that your maximum hit points is reduced by 10 and the Mananigal heals 10.
He says, Karen!
Craven, you watch as the Mananigal gains strength from draining the kobold. Craven?
Oh, wrong button. I switched my push to talk. My bad.
It's all good. Alright, so what do you want to do?
I'm just looking for the spells. This thing is just loaded with spells, man. I'm having a hard time with it.
Sorry, I wanted to give you plenty of options.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's difficult to go through. All right. Well, my action's trying to heal Soggy, but only one I'm finding is in my first level. Oh yeah, I got it.
What do you want to do?
Heal Soggy.
But with a higher level spell slot?
Yeah, I've got healing word, and then there's another heal, but
Right. So you have cure wounds, which is your most powerful healing spell. And you can cast it with up to a 4th level spell slot to deal a lot of healing, but that might actually be overkill. You also have to be touching them to use cure wounds. You also have healing word, which does about half as much healing that you can cast with up to a 4th level slot as well. But you don't have to be touching them is the payoff there.
okay. I'll move 10. And
Yep.
then,
So you move up to him to cast cure wounds, and then what level spell slot would you like to use?
I don't know how to switch that.
I will. I'm. That's why I'm asking.
We'll do 3rd level.
Okay, 3rd level. All right. So first thing I gotta do is create a copy of it. And then now that I have a copy of it, I open it up and change the level from 1 to 3. And then now under your 3rd level spells, you have cure wounds, and I just change the 1d8 to a 3d8. And then now you can go ahead and cast your 3rd level Cure Wounds on Soggy.
Oh, I just looked. I gotta target him, right?
Yes. So now you would, and stop targeting the Mananigal, otherwise you'll heal it too. Yeah.
Don't want that. Oops. Hold on. I'm clicking on it and there's nothing that pops up. Let me try something.
Man, it occurs to me an hour and a half already went by. We're gonna be fighting this thing for like the whole session.
So you clicked on the magnifying glass.
Yeah, nothing pops up.
There's the 3d8 plus 4.
Yeah, but what's confusing me is in between, like it. So I click on it and then Dispel Magic pops up behind it and Erupting Earth underneath it. So I think it.
You just double click the 3d8 plus 4.
All right. Sorry, guys.
All right, so now he's healed of 12 of those wounds and is only lightly wounded. In game mechanics, he now has 6 damage. So you mostly heal him all the way up, and the Mananigal's black lines and veins, like Nova said, decrease as your healing magic aids the kobold.
Soggy sort of says, suddenly I smell home. Is this how death feels like?
I don't know how to respond to that. I'm terrible at this.
Just something funny I had to say because sort of being in character.
Yeah, so once again, the tiny angels uh, deal damage to the vampire spawn, but, she shrugs most of them off. Okay, hold on. What form does your spiritual weapon take?
A morning star.
Um, I got a hammer.
That's
So you gotta target the Mananigal, but the 22 will hit, so just target it and deal the damage.
Whoops.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
And then, oh, I already did that. I can't do it for this turn, I think. Wait, let me make sure. Yeah, once on each of my turns. Sorry, I did that. Poor Karen.
Soggy wants to let her live.
But she's not alive. She is no longer living, Soggy. Her soul is trapped inside that wretched form, writhing in hatred of us. We must free her for what has been done to her.
But we are not the ones who did this to her. It is the Baron.
It doesn't matter. We have to help her, and the only way to help her is to help her pass on. Her soul is trapped in that wretched form.
Soggy sighs and says, "All right." And Soggy Sir looks back to Karen and says, "Sorry for doing this." And he's going to is going to thunderclap the cantrip.
Okay. You guys, no, 19. You guys hear another thunderous clap as Soggy brings his hands together and speaks an arcane word of power. But the Mananigal shrugs it off. Does it still deal half damage, or because it's a cantrip? No.
No.
Yep. So, yep, she just shrugs it off. And
Soggy is trying to use it to get out of the grapple.
yeah. And
Wait, is it the start of her turn?
yes.
Spirit Guardian.
Oh. Boo. Oh.
That should have happened before. I forgot about the last round.
I'm so damaged. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know. I'm gonna use one of my legendary resistances and succeed instead. Ha! So I don't take that damage. And my regen is not disabled.
I wonder if I could use inspiration on that. No, that's like a reaction from an ability.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna have to remember whether her regen gets disabled or not, because it's just automatically there. Alright, and then boom, 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 boom. All of that. And I am going to, since I still have Soggy grappled, I am going to just bite him.
Soggy sort of yells, "Help, Soggy!" He's
Oh, you succeed on your system shock check, but your body, like, convulses as the black veins spread all the way up the side of your face. Your maximum hit points are reduced by a further 12. you pass out unconscious from the pain.
Huh?
I've finished doing the calculations for your hit points. You are at exactly 0 as she drains you down to 0. And then she punches Nova. Yeah, that's the ticket. And
She's attacking me. It's the start of her. Is it the start of her turn?
no, it was already the start of her turn.
Okay.
She is attacking you. She
She's gonna be flying 10 feet in the air.
yeah,
Well, I believe Noman gets an attack of opportunity.
he does. And she grapples you. And also heals 12.
Adaraka, she can't fly anywhere. Her movement speed is 0. She's actually on the ground.
Oh,
What?
Spirit Guardians.
No, I have her. I'm holding on to her right now. When you're grappled, your movement speed is 0.
Oh,
so you
she
can't
is
fly.
grappled. Oh. Never mind. I try to grapple Noman.
Ugh.
Darn it. I just counter grapple.
Blah.
And because I'm so angry, I just deal the damage on that one.
Nah, I'm fine with that, actually. I'm gonna say, if she kept disrupting my grapple, so I have to keep starting over, I was gonna be annoyed as hell.
Alright. So that's my turn. I am still grappled by Noman. So, yeah.
Alright. Oops, bumped that. Hey, is that campfire really there?
Yeah.
Can I bulldog her into the campfire?
I mean, you'd have to succeed at a grapple to drag her over there.
Okay.
And then on the next turn it'd be another one to like slam her into the fire. So like one.
Well, I want to move her away from the rest of the party anyway, so.
And you can
Don't do
only
that.
get half your speed, so that you wouldn't quite make it there.
Actually,
Set-
I have a movement speed.
You want to
of
keep
40.
her
I
in
can
the
clear those
range of
4
my Spirit
squares.
Guardians.
What?
So you're gonna want to keep her in the range of my Spirit Guardians. There's a 15-foot radius on me.
Oh, I guess. Well, it moves with you, right?
It does, but I currently have a range of 5 feet to her as I'm like 10 feet away. So if you move her like 5 feet in almost any direction, it'll be like over.
Well, if I don't move her, she'll be able to continue hitting you and Soggy. Oh, well, not you, but Soggy.
Well, I'll heal Soggy.
Nope, guess I'll just bulldog her right here. I said I was going to do it, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to be holding on to the Menagle, jump in place, 18 feet into the air, and then slam her into the ground. That's what I'd like to do.
Okay, so you roll your athletics.
Okay. Come on. Good check. Have a roll bad. Wait, that was Arcana. Why did I roll Arcana? My athletics and my Arcana have the same bonus, but and they're right next to each other.
Make me arcane flex on you. You can do it. Athletics.
Oh, I need to roll it? All right.
Yeah, of course you need
They
to
have the
roll
same
it.
bonus.
I don't care.
Gee, thanks.
You're welcome. I could still roll bad.
You're gonna cost me my attempt. See? You're a bad and you should feel bad. That's aggravating. Did that consume an attack or an entire action?
That consumed your action.
Ugh. All right. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. What can I do to make this more pleasant?
Some lavender and daffodils would be nice.
I'm going to spend my next charge to ward myself, refresh my points. Well, that's disappointing.
Craven.
Oh, sorry. I don't remember. Can you use the same spell more than once? I don't remember.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have a thing called spell slots. Spell slots represent how many times you can cast a spell of that level per day. Now, how many you can prepare depends on your class, I think your wisdom, um, and whatever other things may give you spells. But it say if you have mass cure wounds on as is level 3, you can cast it at level 4, or you can just spam it and use all your level 3s and 2s, and and so on and so forth.
So you used third level cure wounds on Soggy again. Soggy, suddenly you wake up to see Craven holding his club-like staff over you, and a mushroom is sprinkling spores that are magically closing your wounds.
Sagi sir looks at him and says, "You are very good at doing this healing stuff."
Thank you. You might want to hide for a minute.
Sagi knows.
I'm about to blast this bitch.
Right? Everybody get away from her. Nova.
Alrighty. Let's see. You healed him already. So I get. Oh wow, she healed too. Of course she did. All right. I don't know. I think I guess should I just keep hitting her? I'm already at a 4th level spell slots, but that was before I did any of that. And I used my 2nd level spell slot on that spiritual weapon spell. I guess I will just keep hitting her.
Hard to go wrong.
Okay, give me a second.
Oh, your mace smashes into me.
Yup.
No, 19. Oof. I'm still heavily damaged as the angels chop me down.
I believe that's going to do it for my turn.
Soggy?
Soggy, so is going. Can I disengage? Or
Yes? Yes?
so I'm going to disengage and and run all the way over here.
Oh, nope. Because you were knocked unconscious, you had to spend half your movement standing up, so that's actually as far as you can get.
Yeah, Soggy's going to go hide behind Norman and Nova.
Yes, absolutely. Noman's on the ground, Nova's above him, and you're just hiding behind both of them. But now, I'm still really mad that you dare have me grappled, and so I am going to break free of the grapple.
Wow, I'm like an idiot. So spiritual weapon is a bonus action, which means I could have like actually physically attacked her.
Oh, also I just started my turn. So you gotta do that, yeah. Oh, no, you gotta target me. Okay, hold on. Oh, you already did the damage? Oh, I did succeed. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. There you go. I was gonna say, I was gonna use my ability to auto succeed. But I did succeed anyway, so. And now I am going to break free from the grapple from Noman. It's a good thing I rolled high. It would have been embarrassing to be like, I'm just gonna break free and then like not do it.
Ay, Shemai, this fucking dice luck.
Right. All right. So now I am going to pa, 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 pa. I am going to fly over to Soggy and eat him some more.
Soggy's like, stop trying to pick on Soggy!
I believe she has acquired an attack of opportunity from me.
How?
Did she not just move through my for that range?
You're 10 feet in the air.
Yeah. And I have Warcaster.
You're 10 feet in the air.
Okay, maybe I just misunderstood. Never mind.
Well, wait. Help me understand. What are you trying to say? You get it for her moving through out of your threatened range, right? But what are you threatening? With your what range are you threatening?
Well, does not Warcaster, like, whenever someone does something, whenever an enemy does something that acquires an attack of opportunity from me, I can cast a spell at them. So I don't know what you mean. I guess you're talking about range.
Right. So your threatened range is the squares all around you. The 5 foot
Okay.
squares all around you. So when you're 10 feet in the air, you're threatening, everything around you, but not the ground level where, people can just move right under you.
Essentially, Addy is saying you threaten 5 feet down, not 10 feet down.
Correct.
Sure.
All right.
Please don't let this woman kill me.
Hey, you just take what's coming to you. And I grapple.
And you're going to get the thing.
Yep. The Piercy. And I bite you.
How many health points do I have?
You had like 5 damage and 21 health, so 16. And your system shock drops you to 0, but you're stable, but you're unconscious. And now your maximum hit points is reduced by a further 6.
This is not good.
So now, yeah.
Hey,
you are at
Hazard, have
0
you
anyway.
remembered to apply the D4 from the spiky armor?
Yes, but it keeps resisting.
Uh,
All right. So once again, it drains you. Luckily, this time, though, it only drains you of the 6. So it only gets to heal 6. But it still heals a little bit and drains you down to 0 once again. And it.
You know what? After I get healed, I'm going to thunderstep your ass.
I'm starting to become very upset with you, Karen.
That was out of character, you know.
I think our friendship is in danger here.
That was out of character, you know.
I know. It's just funny. All right, so the Mananigal drops Soggy to the ground. He's no longer grappled, and she turns her attention towards Nova and flies up next to Nova, um, and then ends her turn.
All right. I'm going to move under the Managgle to here.
You're going to need to be careful because Soggy, after he's resurrected, is going to thunderstep.
That is fine. Then I'm gonna jump and attempt to grab the Managgle again.
You leap into the air and make a grab attempt at the Mananagle.
What? All right. Good thing I got like 2 attacks. Oh wait, that's with flanking. This is technically flanking.
Yes.
Fuck. Okay. I'll do the next one with actual advantage. Hey, I grab her. I sacrifice my damage to grab her. And because her speed drops to 0, she's no longer flying, so I drag her to the ground.
Okay.
And the world is right again. Now I just need her not to succeed on any crazy athletic checks again.
Well, it's not crazy. Oh, I was about to apply the grappled. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
It's okay. All right. Craven, what do you do?
Okay. This fire pit right here. Is that technically an occupied space?
By the fire, yes.
So the fire is occupying that space?
I mean, in as much as if you move into that space, you will take fire damage.
Okay. Well, I'll just tell you what I want to do. I want to use my grasping vine and I want to put it over top of the fire. And then I want to drag the Mananagle into it.
Okay.
Yeoman, I think you grabbed, right?
What?
Did you? I can't remember. I was doing something. Did you
Yeah,
grapple
I
her?
grabbed the Mananaggle, and I also, because I reduced her speed to 0, I ended her flight too and pulled her to the ground. So
Okay,
the
but
Managgle should be within 5 feet of the ground, being held by the hair by Noman.
okay, so all I want to make sure is if I use this and then it grapples her, it's not going to bring you with it because I'm sure you'd let go, but I don't know how this works when it comes to something like that.
Wait, you're gonna use another effect that grabs the Managgle to end my grapple.
I was going to drag it into the fire.
Okay.
Well, I don't even know if it'll work. I just read the spell, so I don't know if it work or not. I was trying to get it away from Soggy, so somebody could heal Soggy, or I can go heal Soggy. I don't know.
Um, so heads up, I am a life cleric. So even though I've been doing like damage, um, I'm actually playing a pacifist healer. It's just in this sense, in order to heal her, I have to bludgeon her to death with a mace. Um, but usually I stick to uh healing and buffing. I don't know what your capabilities for healing are, but I'm about on my next turn. I'm literally about to heal Soggy for literally 50% of his whatever his max HP is.
All right, I can see that in your eyes, so I'm gonna do this instead. So I'm slowly getting this.
Using your thorny whip, you strike the Mananigal.
Did I do that right?
Yes, you did.
Am I still grappled?
I'm getting the hang of it.
No, you are not grappled. I'm sorry. Let me take that off of you.
All right, well, first, channel divinity, preserve life. I can heal up to 1 second. That's 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40 hit points. But I cannot, and I can divide them amongst us, but I cannot, it can only go to apply towards anyone who is below half health. Like, I cannot heal past half health with this ability.
Well, I'm at nearly full health, and pretty sure Craven hasn't taken damage yet. So just
I'm not
do
near
something.
that. So yeah, I'm just gonna dump all of it into Soggy, and he should be at half health.
Soggy only has 15 hit points.
Is that his maximum?
Yes.
Oh well, hot
Because
damn.
of
I think I'll do something else then. What I'll do is I'm gonna fly down to Soggy. I'm gonna grab Soggy. I'm gonna fly back up, and then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
I just imagine it being like a kiss on the head.
Her light angel wings wrap around you like a baby being cradled and raise you up as the glowing light twinkles all around you and heals you.
At this point, Soggy is just grabbing hold of Nova and just shaking and says, Karen is being very mean to Soggy.
I have you, friend. True heroes never die.
Soggy is sort of like looking down at where Karen is and says, what if she flies up here and grabs Soggy again? Soggy does not want to be grabbed again. No, Soggy does not want to be grabbed again.
She will not grab you so long as I am here.
So she'll have disadvantage?
I don't know. Technically, you and I are occupying the same space. You're on me, right? And so I can't imagine it being easy for her to grab two people. But I'm going to leave that to the DM to decide the mechanics on that.
Soggy?
So, I can't Eldritch Blast while I'm being held, right?
Oh, you can.
Technically, you are under the effects of, say, being grappled, but it's like you are a willing target, so you wouldn't have resisted. But so long as your arms are free and you match the spell's requirements, you
Yeah,
can still
so
cast the spell. You can still attack while you're.
and says, and Soggy sort of glares down at Karen and says, all right, Karen, prepare to be freed.
Oh yeah, we're totally America right now. We're gonna free the shit out of her.
All right. You blast down at her with your Eldritch Blast.
It's like I'm holding a baby Yoda, but more scaly
It's
and
like
smells like wet iguana.
it's like you're from The Boys, where you're holding the baby with the laser eyes.
Something tells me that Soggy would smell like an iguana tank that hasn't been like cleaned out in a while.
That has been left in the at the shoreline.
Why would there be an iguana at in an aquarium at the shoreline? That'd be if someone took their iguana out for a beach trip.
All right, Soggy.
Like
Is that
the
your turn?
material that was used in the decorating of the iguana was from the sea.
Is that your turn, Soggy? All right. The Mananagle is
Better learn to get
going.
some iron in her diet, or we'll be playing this ping pong game all day.
I'm grappled by you, so I am going to.
Get fucking wrecked. That's what you're gonna do.
Oh, no, I automatically save.
Okay.
So I
That
just took half the damage.
Well,
And
that's just crud.
and then I am going to uh I'm going to break the grapple.
Oh god. Can get lucky on these fucking dice again. Holy shit, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
That dice look cocked too. I don't know how you can be cocked on a perfectly smooth plane like a computer screen.
Like a digital 2D landscape. Yeah, I know.
But didn't it look cocked? Like did you see
Yeah,
that?
the same exact thing happened to me before, and I was like, it's like a 17 or an 8, and then it was like, you got a 3. I'm like, oh, cool. They're just making it up now.
I'm getting trolled. At least the Manangle is the bare minimum of where it is, where it's gonna have to move out of my space to get into my allies.
Yeah, and that's what I do. Is
Okay.
I go to get Soggy. I'm gonna turn Soggy into a vampire.
I believe I'm surprised Soggy isn't like having any like reminiscent moments by like a similar circumstance.
Wait, so
Yeah,
question.
Soggy is having flashbacks.
If she
Like, remember the last time Soggy was in a fight with like a vampire of any true sort, and like Donovan just kept putting it in headlocks.
Can I say if the Mananangle is lifting off the ground and escaping towards my ally because Nova is holding Soggy right now?
Yes.
Am I in flanking for that attack?
No.
Oops. Rolled off table.
I could show you with a 3D like mapping grid to show you how that like works, but yeah, no.
Anyway, so I sacrifice damage and grab her again. She's staying here on the ground with me. What?
Okay.
I think she's gonna bamf out of there.
Yeah.
Don't like that, I imagine.
Yeah, well, I was contemplating giving her a free smack at you, but yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. So I've kind of given up on my wrestling career. I'm just gonna start beating you until you die now.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Your move, creep.
Whatever. I got one good in. I'm just holding the Managel now as I continue to try and lash it with my folded whip.
It's just a metal man using like why you know what's funny is you're made of metal. You're then encased in metal, and then you wrapped in like a metal chain around your hand to punch something. As if you needed the brass knuckles. Like you're not like 3 layers of iron deep already.
Yeah. Wait. Actually, I think it's kind of funnier because as far as I remember, Adaraka said this whip is made of like holy paper that's been magically reinforced.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm dirting my knuckles with a piece of holy parchment.
Divine paper cut. Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, divine paper cuts, exactly.
Well,
It's like,
at least from
they
this
hurt the
encounter,
worst, you know.
yeah. At least from this encounter, we'll get the impression Noman will probably be good at keeping single assassins from repeatedly diving our squishies.
Craven. Hello, Craven? You back?
Yep. Sorry. I talked out loud. You just didn't hear me.
Oh, okay.
The is the Mananigal, is it grappled right now?
It is not grappled because Noman full out attacked it, so he gave up his grapple.
Wait, that's not a thing in 5e. As far as I looked, you don't have to maintain grapples. There's no action for that.
Yeah, and
Grapples
besides,
are
you could
grapples
like
until you break out.
you could totally like hold someone down and just pummel the shit out of them.
Well, I'm not arguing logic here. I looked into the grapple rules. There's no maintenance for grapples. You're just
Yeah,
in a
so
grapple until someone breaks out.
so the way it goes is that in order to deal damage in a grapple, you have to pin them, get them into mount, and then you can roll to grapple each time to deal your damage automatically. But yeah, so you let go of your grapple.
Huh.
I thought you
see.
knew that by the way you said you were giving up on your wrestling.
No, I meant that I wasn't going to try something stunted, but every time I researched grapple, I just never saw anything about that. As far as I knew, 5e grapples are there's no maintenance clause in them. A grapple continues until you escape it or let go.
Well, I think in this case, the DM, Anarakis is basically in his mind is basically stating like, this is a vampire. They are strong, they are fast, and you're not really going to be able to hold it down without both arms and like continue to strike it unless you like really mount it to the floor.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm just double checking that. I just can't find that. All right.
All right, Craven.
All right. I see it's low. Okay. So I need to be able to put I want to use the grasping vine. I was going to put it over the fire, but I'm sure it probably wouldn't work too well over a fire since it is a plant. So I need to cast the grapple, and I got to do it in an unoccupied space, and then it has to succeed a saving throw, and then it gets bonus actions each turn to lash out at it.
Okay.
So do I just click on it and then it should go to an empty space, or I don't know how it works.
So wait, what's the name of it again?
Grasping vine.
Okay, I think that's level 2.
4.
4? Really? Oh my god.
Yeah, think about it. It's like a lasting hold person that just keeps on going.
I can cast it up to 30 feet, and it can drag either 20 or 30 feet, and then it won't drag it unless it succeeds a dexterity throw, but it'll still lash out at it, and it's a bonus action.
All right. Use Conjure a Vine. All right. You can direct the vine to lash out at a creature within 30 feet of it. Dexterity save or be pulled 20 feet directly toward the vine. So what you do is you just mark by right clicking and then going to the pointers, the arrow that says pointers, and choose draw circle and just draw a little circle and place that wherever you want to put the vine.
Okay, I got the circle. I just don't know how to move it. Oh,
Uh,
it went away.
Oh yeah, right click, pointers, draw circle.
Terrible circle.
Oh no, no, you went to draw. You don't want draw. You want right click and then pointers, not the pencil for drawing, the arrow for pointers. And then draw a circle.
Yeah, I clicked on draw circle, nothing happened.
And then click and drag. There you go. Now in the center of that is a little square that you can click on and drag it wherever you want to put the vine.
All right, that's where I wanted to put it. So then I cast it in there.
Yep.
Do I still have to? Do I cast it first? I just don't know the. Or do I
Yeah.
have
So now you've cast it. Now stop targeting yourself and target the Mananagle. But control left click on yourself because you're targeting yourself. There you go.
I keep thinking about Miss McGonagall, Harry Potter.
Now double click on the Dex DC 15. All right, now hold on. I choose to just succeed. So that's all three of them that I've used now. So now I'm not pulled 20 feet toward it.
Okay.
But hold on. All right, there you go. All right. Do you do anything else?
Yeah, but did it cast or no?
Yeah.
Oh, it did. Okay. So. All right. So then it does lash out at you, and it is a bonus action. So how do I roll for that?
All right, that's what you just did. With the DC save?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
I was thinking some vines would pop up here or something. Okay.
Oh yeah, I wish.
So the vine missed you is what you're saying.
Yes.
All right, turn over.
That'd be so cool if they had like spell effects that were that detailed.
Hey, Addy.
Yeah.
At the end of the session, can we go over the grapple rules? Because I doubled down on researching them. I'm pretty sure you're wrong about most of them, actually.
Okay.
Well, I'm not in no way, shape, or form am I attempting to be rude to anyone here. Always remember that one of the biggest rules of D&D is that the entire rule core set can be totally ignored by the DM.
Well, that is true, but I think Adorakis is just going with what he's pretty sure is correct, and that we should sit down and examine exactingly what the rules say later, not right now. Just bringing up, I'm asking, do you think it's possible we'd be able to do that?
Yeah, possible.
All right, thanks. That's all I wanted to know.
Are you all good?
Nova?
Went
No one's
silent
arguing.
there.
It's my turn, and I'm not paying attention. Has she been moved at all?
No.
Alrighty. Just give me 1 second. I have to replug my mouse back in. It's being fickle.
All right. I also have a question.
Yes.
When you got a second.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I casted it. The save was failed. Right?
Yes,
Or-
but then I have a legendary action
oh,
that
that's what you meant. Okay.
that allows me to just succeed. I used my last legendary save to succeed.
And so I don't. Where did I roll for the vine at? I don't even see it.
Uh
Vine.
when
Craven.
when you cast the dexterity save, that's the vine's attack.
Okay. The spell lasts 1 minute. I don't know how many attacks with it in 1 minute.
You can do another one on your next round as a bonus action.
Alright,
Okay, and as you use your light, the Mananigal bursts into shadows that fade away, and all that's left is a red, misty gloom that fades, floating along the roadway.
Soggy sort of whispers, "So, do you see soul? Or..." And he's sort of whispering it to Nova as he's being held.
I am not capable of seeing the souls, but we should check to see if that she is true. If the necromantic energy that was keeping her going is gone. Give her a proper burial.
Which one of you doesn't have eyes?
It was her.
Oh, okay. I thought it was one of us.
So, is the eyes there?
No, nothing is. The mist just left.
So she's gone.
The mist is floating down the road.
Back.
Does Soggy know if the mist has any properties?
You can roll a religion check.
If if that's her, she should be moving pretty slowly. She only has a half her movement speed.
All right. You guys know that the vampire, no, 19. Everybody who rolled above a 15 knows that the vampire can form into mist and retreat to safety when it is when its bodily form is destroyed.
Soggy thinks that if we do not stop her now, she's going to haunt us again.
We have to stop her. Chase her.
Can Soggy go on shoulder of Nova? Or
Up, carry me.
Of course.
Soggy's just sort of on the left shoulder of the angel, just sort of like preparing to Eldritch blast anything that dangerous that forms as they chase the mist.
Somehow you get the whiff of like salt and dead fish.
Saki needs to learn how to brush his teeth.
All right, so you guys chase after the mist. It is indeed like floating away, and as you get closer, it like starts to like take evasive maneuvers. It's not very fast though.
I will fly as close as I can. 30
10. Can a vampire be hit? Can a vampiric being like Karen be hit by an eldritch blast in
is
the
there
mist
immune to
form?
damage while in mist
Well, I
form?
can't speak for the DM. She's still there. She's just in a magical transformative state with all the properties of mist. So if you like walk up and you just like, try to hit her, nothing's gonna happen because she's mist. But magic, completely different. Again, totally up to the DM on what
Well,
actually happens though.
so basically with things like Eldritch Blast and all of that, you can try to hit her, but even if you do connect, there's a chance that it just has no effect. So like even lightning bolt or, you know, cone of burning hands or
Or
you know,
destroy water.
yeah, even destroy water since it's not like actual real mist, you know. It just functions like mist. To where you can't really destroy it with most, things, even if it's fire. So, do you want to try an Eldritch Blast it, Soggy?
No, it's Soggy's going to wait for the right moment.
Okay.
Well, what would you define as the right moment? Because
When when she doesn't form into mist, when she's not mist.
All right. So she's zooming along as fast as she can, like trying to, take routes that you guys can't follow as easily. Nova can because she can fly, and Soggy's there flying along with, but anybody else.
Are we moving not in turn order?
Yeah, no, we're not in turn order.
Oh, because I was going to declare rush, which would allow me to move really ridiculously fast. Within my first turn, I would have gotten up onto her and whacked her with my whip.
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, so you run forward and whap her with your whip, whip whapping, and it actually hits and does some damage, um, but you got to roll the damage and let's see how much it is. Yep. All right. So she's hurt, but she's still moving along.
Okay. If she's moving slower than 80 feet, accounting for any weird, terrain penalties, I'd be able to get up on her and slap her each turn.
Oh yeah, she's like the first thing she's gonna do is like go over some stuff that's gonna slow you down.
Or, better be pretty
Yeah,
substantial
yeah,
stuff.
but chugga, choo choo.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's like
Because
being
I
followed
can
by
move
Jason.
80 feet and attack. I move 160 if I have nothing but movement to do.
Well, no, I get it. Like she can't escape, but
I mean, sorry, that's 120 and without attacking.
yeah, I'm just saying that she definitely mitigates that as soon as possible. But the problem isn't even just all of that. The problem is making it there before morning light, because as you guys beat her down or whatever, or follow her, the sun begins to rise and the mist bursts into flames, and the Karen saga has reached its final conclusion. You guys are free of the spirit of Karen and her vengeance forever.
I imagine as the fire dies down, the eyes sort of drop down.
Well,
Oh,
they
no,
were her
there's-
eyes at that point. It's like an eye
There's
transplant.
there's nothing left. When the sunlight hits the mist, it burns it away, and there's nothing left.
I have to be Omega fucking cheese. Fuck.
Ah, she is with Paylor now.
All right.
All right.
Get the hell out of this
Craven
country.
jumps in front of you guys and said, "Man, what the hell was that?"
Soggy sort of looks at the pile of ash and says, Karen?
Yeah, but before that, who are you? Don't rightly think we.
Yeah, I'm Craven. I seen there was trouble from the hill, and I figured I'd come down and see what's going on. And I seen you guys needed help.
I see. Well, the assistance is well appreciated. I am Sir Noman, and these are my allies.
Hello, Sir Noman.
I am Soggy as Soggy.
And I am Nova Solar Flare. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Hello, Nova. Hello, Soggy. We
I'm
almost
gonna-
lost you there, Soggy.
I'm gonna hover down, sort of next to him.
And he's
then-
going to shine like he's going to hop off of Nova's shoulder
And
as
I'll
she lands to the ground.
retract my wings and all that.
Nice wings.
Thank you. It was unexpected that you arrived so suddenly, but I appreciate what you have done. I have noticed that you were healing us from a distance when you could. Thank you very much.
Soggy also noticed weird mushrooms.
I like to dabble in some shrooms. You know what I mean?
Well, other kobolds have also done the dabbling in mushrooms. We make good mushroom soup, though Soggy prefers fish soup.
Confusing the word shroom as if our new friend here has a lisp. I will say, I too like to spend much time in my room. It has been a long time since I have seen it, though.
I can
I'm going
make
to
you
look
a
at this
nice.
exchange and wonder when I lost the thread.
I can make you a shroom garden, but you don't want to eat these.
You can make a garden of rooms. That is incredible.
Mushrooms.
Oh, the
shroom-
mushroom.
Shrooms for short.
How silly me. But now that we have introduced each other, I must do our solemn duty and our solemn duty and take care of Karen's body or her remains. And I'm gonna go over and pray, and I guess I'll pick up her ashes, put it in like a jar or something.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, you don't have much, but you definitely have like some kind of container.
I'll scoop up her ashes and put it in the jar, and then I don't know. I guess I'll keep it with me. Um, Perhaps someday we'll return to her village, and I'll when that happens, I'll put her in her former home. However, what would happen if I cast Revivify right now? It should just be like living ashes. Nah, it wouldn't work.
I mean, you never know till you try it, but
Yeah. Is there like any magic left over in the ashes that I can harvest from my eyeballs? How's
are
that going too?
are you gonna rush up there and like cast detect magic or?
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't know. Alright, that's that.
Screw it, I cast Revivify.
Don't do that. That would be dumb. Don't you have to use a gem?
I have 300 diamonds, but that's if it succeeds.
So
What? Like
as
she's a bitch, but I feel bad for her. Like it's just been nothing but bad luck and naivete and like horror and tragedy. And then she died a raging, hate-filled, burning death.
yeah, but as you cast Revivify, um, nothing like really happens, but player knowledge, um, you actually like gave her soul a fighting chance. So Revivify did help in a way, just your characters will never know it.
Okie dokie.
All right. So you guys have met this new hill dwarf companion, and it is
Are
now morning, and you have chased the Karen Spectre for hours. Everyone is exhausted. What do you guys do?
Probably camp. Get ready to set back out tomorrow. Although I guess we need to officially talk to an onboard Craven.
so Craven, is there a village nearby? One that isn't full of dum-dums that eat ghoul flesh?
Yeah, probably. Not really
Yeah,
sure though.
that's the village you were headed to, Meepan. So
Yeah, I'm heading to Meepan. You adventurers, you just adventuring together? You mind if I join?
Well, we are heading to Water Temple, so the more company, the merrier. Is that
What?
how it's said?
All right then. Sounds good to me.
alrighty. So you guys take your rest, and like I said, it was already morning, so people pass you by on the side of the road. You can hear the wagon wheels creaking of caravans heading to and from, the Kastra, capital of Carpathia. And as you guys approach the village of Mipan, you see the crumbling citadel and walls of a once proud fortress city, and you wonder what will await you inside its gates. And we'll find out next week on Heroes Wanted. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone, good gaming.
Gaming.